All right, viewers. So the politics surrounding the former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh's memorial is not ending. Now, Mr. Mukherjee has pointed out that when her father, former President of India, Pranab Mukherjee, passed away in 2020, in August 2020, the Congress did not even bother to call the Congress Working Committee for a condolence meeting. In fact, Ms. Mukherjee further accuses the Congress party of misleading her on the matter. In her post on social media platform X, she writes, and I quote, "When my father passed away, Congress did not even bother to call CWC for a condolence meeting." We now have, in fact, Mr. Mukherjee joining us on this broadcast. Thank you so much, Ms. Mukherjee, for speaking to Republic TV. This is a sad state of affairs. In fact, it's a former Prime Minister who's known as the father of economic reforms in India. And just right after the last rites, we see dirty politics unfolding, ugly politics unfolding, blame game, war of words erupting, ma'am. How do you see this?
It's extremely sad. And because death is always a very solemn affair, and Dr. Manmohan Singh was an extremely dignified person, and his entire family, they are very dignified people. So surrounding the demise of such a tall leader who was twice prime minister, who was the architect of the growth story of current India, surrounding his death, these kind of politics is totally unacceptable and uncalled for.
There are leaders from the Congress party, ma'am, like Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who have made statements, who have also written on social media platform X that the BJP, that the NDA is disrespecting Dr. Manmohan Singh. Rahul Gandhi is saying that the only Prime Minister from the minority community is being insulted. And this despite the BJP assuring that there will be a memorial that will be held. But right from the seating arrangement to the place of the funeral, the location, everything is being politicized, and there are statements coming in incessantly now. How do you react to those charges made by the Congress leaders?
As I said, that the nitty-gritty of sitting arrangements and where camera was placed and stuff like that, I don't know. And there also, I think, too trivial to comment at this moment. The last right of a person, of any individual, even of an ordinary person, ordinary citizen of this country, of any human being, it's an extremely solemn and dignified affair. To level charges and to indulge in blame game and who did this and who did what and who didn't do this, these kind of things are just not done. At least they should have waited for some time. And as far as the controversy about the memorial, what I read that the BJP government immediately they agreed for a memorial. So what is the controversy? Of course, it is going to take some time because the land to be allocated for the memorial, it's a government land, it's a public land. It's not nobody's private property that you can just, give it away. So there has to be certain rules and procedures, certain due, protocols need to be followed. So that's going to take some time. So if the government wouldn't have agreed, then there was a scope of controversy.
Ms. Mukherjee,
Congress,
yes,
very rightly, they demanded for a memorial to be erected, and which is absolutely right. There has to be a memorial for Dr. Manmohan Singh, and the government readily agreed. So where is the controversy? Where is the scope for controversy?
Ma'am, you've also spoken about a real rot in the Congress party. Let me just quote you. You've spoken about the whole Congress ecosystem, that social media has relentlessly trolled you and your father over many issues. And there was some kind of language that was demeaning, that was derogatory, that was used against former President of India, late Pranab Mukherjee, your father. And also you said that the Congress has been unleashing trolls against you. So what is this real rot that you've been talking about, and how many of the Congress leaders are now feeling alienated by the ecosystem?
This is the whole issue that, I wrote a book on my father based on his diaries, and in that diaries, there are certain observations which are not very complimentary to Rahul Gandhi. He said he's yet to mature politically, and especially he was very upset about his trashing the ordinance, his own government's ordinance, and while the Prime Minister was away. So those are extremely arrogant acts. So anyway, of course, when I wrote this book, it created a lot of furor. And that is the time, my God, I just can't imagine the way the social trolling me, and forget about me, about my father using dirty, nasty, abusive language, even some having sexual connotations. And I would like to remind you that my father was president for 5 years. Before that, he was associated with Congress for 45 years, and he was not one of the marginal leaders. He was one of its tallest leaders. And he was a member of CWC for nearly 30 years. So they were, just to please placate someone, one person, they were denigrating their own legacy. Pranab Mukherjee is also a legacy of Congress. So, how could they do that? And this is the rot I'm talking about. And Congress talks about freedom of expression. They fight about freedom of expression. So what is that freedom of expression? Only when you are praising, when you are being a sycophant about your leader? The moment you criticize your leader, you unleash your trolls on them? So, this is the rot I'm talking about. That, there is, lot of, what is that Congress ideology they are talking about? So there's a Hindi mein kahavat hai ki kathni aur karne mein bahut farak hai. So they are exactly the current Congress. I don't even feel like calling it Indian National Congress, because I don't think the party preaches, they might preach, but they don't practice the values of liberalism, of tolerance, of inclusivity, which are the core values of Indian National Congress. I mean, they are, I think, one of the most intolerant parties. They're just not open to any kind of...
Yes, ma'am. In fact, you've also tweeted, you have also posted on social media platform X, you've quoted the tweet by BJP's C.R. Keswan, how he mentioned about, about P.V. Narasimha Rao, the former Prime Minister. He has spoken about the alleged insult to P.V. Narasimha Rao, to which you have also replied, saying that your father, Dr. Pranab Mukherjee, was also not given the due respect. There was no condolence meet. There was no CWC condolence meeting that was called in, while the Congress party says it is only because that was a COVID time, and henceforth they could not, convene such a meeting. How do you react to that?
There's two things I would like to point out. Firstly, it was not alleged insult; it was insult, because this is a fact. This is a fact that P.V. Narasimha Rao's body was not allowed; his mortal remains were not allowed inside AICC. His family wanted to conduct his last rite at the funeral in Delhi, as befitting the Prime Minister. But that was not allowed, and they were asked to do it in Andhra Pradesh. So these are facts, and these are very recent histories, not some ancient history which can be disputed. As far as my father is concerned, of course, there were a lot of, individual condolences, and Sonia Gandhi herself wrote me personally a very nice, heartwarming, touching letter. Is that CWC, which is the highest decision-making body of the party, I felt at that time that they should have called for a CWC meeting, for a condolence meeting, and they should pass a condolence message, a resolution, a condolence message. I thought that is a normal norm. But that time, one senior leader told me that it's not done for the precedents. Okay, and I was also, to be very honest, too overwhelmed with my own personal grief to think about it any further. But few years down the line, when I was reading my father's diaries for researching on a book that I wrote on my father, I saw an entry where my father wrote that, our CWC meeting was called especially to condole K.R. Narayanan's passing away, former president, he's passing away. And the condolence message was actually drafted by my father. Then I realized that what I was told, that it's not done for the precedents, that is absolutely wrong. That is something, which is not right. So I don't know why it was not done. It was a very simple thing to call a condolence meeting. And yes, it was peak of COVID, no doubt about it. But what about Zoom? What about, nowadays these technologies are available. We are doing it through CWC meetings were taking place through Zoom. Other meetings were taking place through Zoom, through technology. The members did not need to be physically present. So that's an absolutely lame excuse,
I mean, you feel that what could be the reason for this? What is the idea behind this behavior, or rather, what could be the reason? Because right from P.V. Narasimha Rao to other leaders who are not part of the Gandhi family, you feel because of that very reason that the surname is not Gandhi, and that's why such a behavior is actually meted out to these leaders.
That question you have to ask Congress. I can't comment on that. Why they did this or why they did not do this. I mean, but one thing I would like to say, that whether it was deliberate or it was just sheer negligence and lack of institutional memory, for the people at the helm of things in Congress now, around that time, perhaps they didn't even know about the conventions, about the traditions of these basic courtesies, which are required in these kind of situations. So maybe it's because of total lack of, apathy, lack of knowledge, ignorance. So it could be that also. But even in that itself is quite pathetic, that a grand old party like Congress, the oldest political party in India, they do not know what to do, how to follow conventions of their own party. So that really shows the state of the party.
Ms. Mukherjee, thank you so much for joining us with your thoughts on that story. Of course, a very candid conversation there with the late Pranab Mukherjee's daughter, Sharmistha Mukherjee, as the politics surrounding Manmohan Singh's memorial, viewers, still continues.